Hey guys, today I wanted to tell you about the new refrigerants that are on the market. They're called A2Ls. There's two main types that are being used here in Canada, R32 and R454B. These refrigerants are going to be replacing 410A. Many of you who've been homeowners for a while might remember when R410A came out into the market here when we had that regulation change. And the reason for that changeover was because of the ODP factor, so the ozone depletion potential of the refrigerants. So the ozone depletion potential is now 0 for all refrigerants, and that change came out with 410A. And that was actually a really successful integration because the damage that had been done to the ozone layer, now refrigerants weren't the only cause of this, but they were one of the detected causes. And so that gave the ozone layer a chance to regenerate, and it's been a very successful change in bringing forward a more ecological heating and cooling industry. The reason for this new refrigerant change is because of the greenhouse gas effect. So the greenhouse gas effect is rated in relation to the greenhouse gas effect of carbon dioxide, which is 1, and R410A has a global warming potential of 2088. So it's 2088 times more likely to cause greenhouse gas effect than carbon dioxide. The new regulation that's come out says that refrigerant cannot have a greater than 750 global warming potential rating, GWP rating. And so the two refrigerants that I named earlier, they have ratings that are less than that. R32 is 675 and R454B is, I believe it's 466. So those numbers are still quite high. 466 times or 675 times more likely than carbon dioxide is still a great number. However, that is significant reduction from the 2088 that we're currently using. And so I'm just letting you know about this because you might notice some changes happening and in the next few coming years as your air conditioner ages out and you get it replaced, or as you get a heat pump replaced. So the first one is that the line set, the copper connections from the air conditioner unit outside to the air conditioning unit inside are going to be replaced. You can't have a risk of mixing those refrigerants, so the whole line has to be replaced. The second big thing, and this is what you might really notice, so just so that you're aware of what might be happening. The second thing is that most of these new units are going to have sensors. So if there was a leak, this refrigerant was leaking, the sensor would be able to detect the leak. And then many of them have integration boards. So the integration board is essentially a mini control board that's going to take over when a leak is detected, and it's going to put several safety features into place. It could be any of the following things. You can get an error code on your thermostat, on your phone if you have a Wi-Fi app set up. The sensor will beep. The unit will go on to air conditioning mode. So if it was a heat pump and it was on heating mode, it would automatically switch over to cooling mode, regardless of what mode it was on. The fan is gonna come on high speed, so you're gonna hear it. It's gonna get really loud, and that's to help disrupt the cooling. And then the last thing that might happen is that the outdoor unit is gonna automatically shut off, but in its process, it's gonna cycle the refrigerant and recover it all into the outdoor unit. Now, especially as the trade navigates this new change, there's going to be a learning curve. Occasionally, you might have a false sensor reading. So it doesn't 100% mean that there is a leak. So if that's detected, if any of those things happen, give Clockwork a call and we'd be happy to come and help. Have a great day.